Hello and welcome to another edition of Inventor's Quick Tips. Today we are discussing the topic of provisional applications, and more particularly some dangers of having an incomplete provisional patent application, and we'll review a real-life case study. So first, let's go over some basic facts regarding provisional applications. Provisional applications establish a filing date with reduced costs and reduced filing requirements as compared with a regular patent application. This lets the inventors get a patent pending status at a reduced cost and also giving them some time to refine the invention while still establishing a filing date for the concept with the provisional application. The provisional application is in effect for 1 year and then it expires. Before it expires, the inventor can file a regular patent application that can have an effective filing date of the previously filed provisional application. However, as we'll see when we go through the case study, there are some caveats to be aware of. To understand this case study, we need to briefly mention the concept of the 1-year clock. Note that most jurisdictions do not have this concept, but the United States does. Certain activities, such as public disclosure, say at a trade show or an advertisement on TV, can start a 1-year clock. If patent protection is desired, the application must be filed within 1 year after this clock starts. If the 1-year clock expires with no application filed, the rights to the patent protection are forfeited. This information will be relevant for the case study we will now discuss. So the company New Railhead Manufacturing developed an improved drill bit for drilling through solid rock. In mid-1996, they started selling the bit, and it worked well. Note that the dates will be important for this case study. Let's go over some more events. In February of 1997, a provisional application was filed for the new drill bit. In November 1997, a regular utility application was filed for the new drill bit, claiming priority to the provisional application of February 1997. Finally, in May of 1999, a patent was granted on the regular utility application. Now, the success of the drill bit attracted copycats, and one competitor, Earth Tool Company, made their own version of the drill bit. So Railhead sued Earth Tool for infringement of Railhead's patent. The Earth Tool defense in turn invalidated the Railhead patent, and the copycats could not be stopped. So now let's take a look at the timeline. In mid-1996, Railhead starts selling the new drill bit. Note that I am going to use the month of May here for the purposes of the timeline to make it easier to understand, although I'm not sure of the exact date, but both parties involved in the case study did not contest that in mid-1996 the drill bit was being sold. So let's go with May for the purposes of the teaching example. Then, less than 1 year later, in February 1997, the provisional application was filed. Then, less than 1 year after the provisional application was filed, the regular application is filed. Everything's looking good so far. Now we need to introduce some technical concepts regarding this patent. The main independent claims for this patent recited a bit body being angled with respect to the housing. Basically, we're talking about this angle here shown in red. Now, the application filed at point C in November 1997 properly described and disclosed this angle relationship. However, the provisional application filed at point B in February 1997 did not describe this angle. So now let's check the timeline again. We see that the time between events A and B is 9 months. The time between events B and C is 9 months. And so then, the time between events A and C is 18 months, which, spoiler alert, is more than 1 year. So you might guess where this is headed. So just to recap, the provisional application filed at point B was on time, but not complete, as it did not mention the angled relationship. The regular application filed at point C was complete and on time with regards to the previous provisional filed at point B. However, Since the provisional was incomplete, the claimed feature of the angle relationship was considered to have a filing date of November 1997, more than 1 year after the product was being sold, violating the 1-year clock and causing the patent to be invalidated. And so that's how it happened. Because that provisional application did not contain important information, it could not be relied upon. And because this product was already being sold, it put Railhead in this position where their patent was able to be invalidated. Had the provisional at point B contained all the needed information, it may have prevented this. Had they filed a regular application earlier, maybe in March of 1997 instead of waiting till November, it may have prevented this. But as it is with many disasters, it is often a chain of events or circumstances that allows it to manifest, and that is the case here too. So, what are some takeaways or lessons we can learn from this case study? First, try to file patent applications before any disclosure or offer for sale of an invention to prevent a 1-year clock issue, sometimes referred to as a bar date issue. And second, provisional applications are only as good as their contents. While the drawings can be informal, the information should be as complete as possible. Yes, it is true that you can scribble stuff on a cocktail napkin and file that as your provisional application. But if you do, chances are it's going to be missing some important information that your regular patent application will need to rely on to support its claims. So, treat the provisional application with seriousness and file the best and most detailed application that you can with the information that you know at the time of filing. I have another video that focuses on provisional patent applications and covers some of these issues in more detail. I will put a link to that video in the description. So thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, then please like, share, and subscribe.